So my question is, I'm experiencing since many years a one soul connection relationship, and I've gone through a deep self-realization path since then. And by now, most of the time, I'm able to keep a state of deep thankfulness and peace and also deep freedom within myself. But sometimes I'm also falling back in a very intensive separation pain and also this obsessive thinking. So my question to you is, what can I do to empower the process of surrendering to my soul in order to release totally these ego attachments? Because I feel it is going on and on and on, and I'm switching. And yes, it is quite a demanding path.
How many years have you been?
It is now more than 7 years.
7 years. That's
Mhm.
quite some time.
Yes.
Just to say that generally these stories, by the time you're in the 7th or 8th year of being on that journey, that's when it starts to become clear that it is indeed a same soul, twin flame journey, and that the reason why you've been thrust into that is not in order to um, live with that person or be with them, but in order to be with yourself and to actually connect deeply with source. So you've already passed that point. And your question is, how does one maintain that state of quiet and equanimity without falling back? So it takes time. It's a very, very challenging process. It's one of those paths that people are given to self-realization. It's a self-realization journey. So sometimes the ego just takes over. And if you want to, if you want to be free of that entirely, then there has to be a daily, continuous, constant process of surrendering, bending to the soul. The soul is the only place to be. And every time that thought even comes, you say no, no. You pull back the energy. There's a part of your body from which the energy sort of goes out to that person. Have you established that? Have you experienced that? It's a
Yes.
part of the body. Some people have it in the belly, some have it in the chest. And if you know the part from where that energy is going outward to that person, you know that that's what you have to pull back. And what is very interesting is that generally, the longer you stay with yourself and with your soul, uh, the more that person will actually move towards you, even physically, geographically. And when you give in to that ego attack, and that energy leaves you and goes towards, because it's a very powerful emotional energy. It's not a conceptual thought energy, it's emotional. And it just leaves your system and moves towards that person. That's when they run. It's pushing them away like that. So that's when you stop it, but you don't just sit there and think about it. You pull the energy back, and sit with it in the center of your being. And that's when there's quiet, and that whole relationship quiets down again. Because it's a lifelong thing if you don't take it in hand. And it doesn't help to try and cut off from that person. That doesn't help because you can't do it. It's not it's not a normal relationship. There's no way you can cut the connection. You can't do that. So the way to reach a little bit of quiet in that story is to pull the energy back and sit with that energy inside you. Pull it inside and stay with it. And gradually, what happens when you keep on doing this, it won't leave your system so fast. That energy won't leave your system. Have you ever experienced that when you are very deeply in that state that the person turns up? So,
Yes, I know this phenomenon very, very much. These
yeah.
synchronicities, yes. When I'm very, very much aligned and connected with my soul, then there is the popping up of the other counterpart.
The more you are with source, the more they turn up. And the moment you start to get into attachment, emotional attachment means the energy leaves you and moves outward. It's over after that. Then they run again. So it's a way of life teaching you how to be in surrender to source. That's the only way to do it. It's a tough journey, I know. For someone who doesn't have that experience, it's unbelievable. No one would believe you, you know. But there are more and more people in the world who have this experience. There are people who do understand what it's about. It is very rare, though. Yes. Pull the energy back. Pull it back. Don't let it go out. However painful, pull it back. And then the pain goes away. The moment the energy is sitting in the body again, the pain goes away, which is also quite fascinating, right? Yes, Barbara. Take care of yourself.
You're invited to a live online satsang with Maharishikaa Preeti this Sunday. To know more, click the link in the description below.